What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be putting this newer style mirror on this 2003 Ford Excursion. I've already done one side, so I figured out, all the kind of tips and tricks you're going to need to know to put these on, because there are a few goofy things. I don't know why the mirrors come like they do, or why Ford did what they did with like the wiring and stuff, but we'll get into that and I'll show you what it takes to put these things on. It's really not a big job. You're gonna need a hacksaw, a 6mm socket, an 11mm socket, obviously a ratchet or a impact of some kind to run those, and you're gonna need a flat blade screwdriver. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the driver's side door panel. You're gonna start by there's these grommets here. You're gonna pull them out of there and there. You're gonna remove this. It's gonna be kind of an interesting thing. It's gonna be tighter than you'd expect, but don't be concerned. Then you're gonna peel this. Right there is 1, 2, 3, and 4 is up inside of there. Now you're to the point where you're gonna take the door panel apart. I'm just gonna grab this gently-ish, pulp it up, over, unplug these 4, and then you're gonna come down here to this indicator, or this marker light, and you're gonna use your flat blade to pop this off. Okay, and there's your other 7mm fastener right there. But as you can see, nice. Mine's already gone, so I guess someone's been in here before. Gotten those 4 unplugged. I took that screw out and that one was already out. So now this door panel just kind of lifts up, just pop up and out. You're gonna need to look down there because on yours there's probably gonna be a wiring for that marker light, but as we already covered, with mine there's not, apparently. So yeah, then you're gonna peel this down, keep going, and this is your mirror wiring harness. So you just press this tab right here, pull it off, drop it down the hole, and then you're gonna take your 11mm on a ratchet, and I'm just gonna break these all loose by hand, and then I'll buzz them off with an impact because I'm kind of lazy. But yeah, then you can see the mirror is loose. So I'll take those 4 off and then we'll go from there. So now we're looking at the new mirror. You can see that this has the same rectangular style plug, so that's good. This kit that I got has these adapters. I don't know if this is for the old body style trucks or the later versions of the Excursion or F250, 350, but regardless, it doesn't matter. We got the rectangle plug, so we are good to go. What I'm gonna do now is peel this foam stuff back and off. I'll show you guys here. This is, remember when I said you need a hacksaw? This is what's for. This right here. See that tab right there? It looks like this one, the factory already trimmed off maybe. But this one, we gotta cut that off, because if you don't cut that off, these mirrors will not sit flush to the door. Again, I have no idea why they send them like that, but we're gonna take our hacksaw, lop that guy off. So now we're gonna put this mirror onto this truck. What you're gonna do is take this rectangle plug, and hopefully you'll have 2 hands. You're gonna put that through the square hole right there. And once that is in, you're just gonna keep putting her up there. I've got these little window guards, so I gotta kind of snake it. Oh, behave. I gotta kind of snake it up in there. It can be a pain, but you just keep pushing and you'll get it in eventually. Now I've got the mirror in. All you're gonna do is put your 4 bolts back in. You need to be really careful not to over tighten these, okay? This plastic is probably from China. The studs are not the best, and I would bet that probably half of you guys are gonna pull the studs right out of this plastic. I mean, these mirrors do not weigh 1,000,000 pounds. You don't have to tighten these things down with the force of God. You can kind of just get them good and snug so it clamps this gasket down, and then there you go. Okay, so we got that tightened down plenty far. We got our grommets back on. Now this is where you're gonna take a light of some kind, and you're gonna need to look inside of here, scan around, and most likely your wiring is gonna be somewhere in this vicinity, in the door panel in the back, and you gotta kind of hunt up in there to find it. Probably take a long screwdriver or something and try to grab a hold of it and drag it over here. So as I was saying, the wiring, it was like right in here. It was just closer to this door panel, so I couldn't find it on the camera. But now you're just going to use your fingers through these two rectangular pockets, and you can pass the wiring from this side over to this side, and then you just whip it out and plug it in. Make sure you put it on the window track. This is what this bolt is there's a window track right there. Make sure you put it between the door panel and the window track, not around the back side, because when you put the window down, it'll just rip the plug out. So make sure you do that. Once you get your wiring out, all you gotta do is just plug it in. And then make sure to turn your key on and plug your switches back in right here and test your mirror out. Make sure all of the functions work before you put your door panel back together. So as you can see now, I've got the mirrors on. I've tested that they work, that the power function works both. And so yeah, we're ready to go. These things are substantially better. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell just from looking at that mirror. Obviously, excuse all the crap right there, but whatever. Yeah, these mirrors are substantially larger. The viewing angle behind me and beside me is way better. On the old style mirror, there was a humongous blind spot, like right behind the driver's side door and the passenger side rear door, and it was like really dangerous, especially at night. That like cars just disappear in that area, so it was really hard to see, especially with a car that's lower to the ground. The headlights are below like the window line, you can't see, so it's pretty sketchy. So these mirrors are substantially better. I'm already gonna say I'm gonna feel way safer looking out that mirror, because it's like, I mean, I can see the edge of the garage door on the opposite side parking space. So yeah, that's gonna be way better.